Hey resellers, thanks so much for tuning in to today's video. This video is going to help if you are something like me and you have maybe inadvertently, through all fault of your own, through sloppy business practices, through not taking your own good advice, maybe life just has taken over, but you have inadvertently put your store to sleep. Today, it's time to wake things up. In a perfect world, we are listing every single day, 10 items, 20 items, 5 items, 1,000 items, whatever your daily goal is. In a perfect world, nothing ever stands in the way of that, and you list. But in reality, the reality that I live in, sometimes that just doesn't happen. Sometimes life gets in the way, but sometimes we get in our own way. And I tell you guys at the end of every single video to treat your business like your business, because it's your business. This isn't a hobby. This isn't a side hustle. If you treat it like a hobby or a side hustle, that is exactly what it will be. But if you want this to be your business, if you want to be self-employed and entrepreneur, act like you are self-employed, running your own business, and act like an entrepreneur. So I have today an easy 3-step process that I want to challenge you to implement to wake things up on the store that we just fell asleep on. Step 1 is going to be take responsibility. That's right. Step 1 is pretty simple, but it's very, very important, because when things start slowing down, I see a lot on social media, and I've probably been guilty of it as myself. We start to make excuses about why we're not getting sales on our eBay, Mercari, Poshmark, whatever it is, why we're not getting sales. We might blame the buyers. We might blame summer slowdown. Ever heard of that? That's literally something we as sellers made up to make ourselves feel better about why our sales are slow. We could blame 100 different things. We might blame the platform. Whatever it is that you want to blame, if you focus on blaming those things that are so outside of your control, outside of your business, then basically you're giving yourself permission to fail. There's nothing I could do about a summer slowdown. There's nothing I can do about buyers not wanting to buy. There's nothing I can do about 2020 happening. Or you can look at all of those things as an opportunity, and you can take responsibility for why your store has slowed down. Because if we always shift the blame on things that are out of our control, then we never have to take action, right? Are you following me on this? So step number 1 is to take the blame. Your store slowed down because you slowed down. It doesn't matter why. Maybe it was something that was out of your control, an illness. Maybe it was you went on vacation. Maybe, for my sake, I'll tell you why mine slowed down. I let a lot of things that were going on in our family take precedence over me listing. Now, at the end of the day, I'm kind of okay with that because it's why I'm self-employed, but it is also 100% why my sales have been less than stellar lately. So I'm taking ownership of it. It's my fault. That is step 1. Say it out loud with me. We'll say it together. Goose fraba. Wait, that's not right. It's my own fault. Did that just take a burden off of you? I hope that that lifted a burden off of you. You don't have to keep wondering, why aren't things selling? Do I need to go ask the people on Instagram? Maybe Facebook knows. Is your store slow too? Because I promise you that you're gonna find sellers to agree with you that have also slowed down because of their own fault. And you're gonna find 5 people that agree with you, sales are just so slow. And you're gonna think in your own mind, even if it's subconsciously in the back of your head, sales are slow and there's nothing I can do about it. That's a lie. It's your own fault and there's a lot you can do about it. Let's move on to step 2. Okay, step 2 is almost just as easy as step 1. I want you to get the right mindset, okay? You have to, again, stop hanging out with those 5 sellers that are gonna agree with you about how slow and tanked the market is and how everything's terrible, and start getting around some positivity. I posted something recently, I think over on my personal Instagram. If you understood how powerful your thoughts are, you would never think another negative thought. You guys, step number 2 is to get your mind right, okay? Start watching videos if you need to of positivity around reselling. Start following those people. You don't have to unfollow people if they're in a negative slump. Just maybe mute their stories for a while. Mute their feed for a while. You don't unfollow that person. Just maybe you don't need to focus on the negativity right now. So whatever negativity is surrounding reselling, don't focus on that. Whatever you focus on grows, okay? So I want you to focus in on, you've already accomplished step 1. You've already said, I take ownership of this. My store slowed down because of what I did. And step number 2 is, I can make it better. I have the power to make it better. Step 2 in developing this positive mindset is also empowering you, because with this positive mindset, you're gonna say, I did this, I can change this. And let me just tell you that it didn't get this way in one day. This didn't happen because you skipped one day of listing, or this didn't happen because you listed 9 items instead of 10 one day. This happened over several days, maybe a week, maybe even longer. And it's going to take more than one day or more than 10 listings to get out of it, okay? So just develop that mindset. I can do something about this, but it's gonna take a little bit of hard work, and I'm ready to put in the hard work. That's step 2. On to step 3. So for step 3, I'm just gonna tell you guys exactly what I did to wake my store up, because I have, I think 9 items, maybe 9 items going out today and 2 that are waiting on payment. And guys, I didn't have that over the entire weekend. So this is what I have done in the last few days to really wake up my store, because I screwed up and I stopped listing things because of baseball and track and all of these things. My choice to stop listing in my store, it suffered because of me, but I know I have the power to change it, so here's what I did. I looked through my death pile. I just walked straight up to the death pile. I was like, I bought every single one of these things. At one point or another, I wanted them listed in my store. I'm not gonna come through here and cherry pick stuff. I am going to grab the first 20 things. I think you guys saw that in my vlog video last week. Maybe it was like day in the life of a reseller or something, where I grabbed that IKEA bag and I started counting out 20 items. I wasn't really being picky, and I saw there was like 22 items in the bag, and guess what? That entire bag of inventory is listed now. Came back in here after I did that, I grabbed 20 things. Went back in there in the basement where I list things, and I listed those next 20 things. Came back in here and grabbed 5 things. Guys, I have just been on a marathon listing. I have been watching positive videos while I am listing. Even being introduced to a lot of new reseller content and a lot of new reseller channels while I list. Watched a movie one day while I listed. The point is, I am listing. It's all I wanted to do last night, because you're overthinking it when you're like, oh, it's gonna take so long. You start doing it and you're like, oh yeah, listing's not that bad. Oh yeah, like taking pictures isn't that bad. Every part of this job is a little bit different, but every part is fun, you guys. Don't forget why you fell in love with it. Listing's not that bad. Listing is not that bad. Listing is not that bad. So get your items listed. So I've been on a marathon listing, 20 items at a time, 10 items at a time, whatever I can fit in. Grab those 5 things and stop looking through your inventory. That's taking time. You need all the time that you can get on your side right now, because we are waking up your store. And your store's not asleep like a newborn baby that you have to tiptoe around, that all you have to do is clap your hands and things are gonna wake up. No, no, no. Your store is asleep like a teenager. Like, we're gonna have to go in the room with trumpets. We might have to have a cowbell. We are going to wake this thing up, okay? Because it is not a light slumber. Your store is snoring. So start listing. Go in, start touching your old listings. Whether that's putting things on promoted listings. I promote my items, every single item at 1%. Go in there. I mean, sometimes it's like 12 cents, you guys. Sometimes it is very, very minimal fees. You would be surprised. $1 or less on a lot of items. Go through and start promoting things. You're getting them in front of more buyers. If you get one sale on a $5 item, that is going to activate, oh yeah, Rachel sells things in her store. eBay's suddenly going to remember me. Listing shows eBay that you're on there, and selling shows eBay that you're making them money. There's an algorithm that no one's figured out, but I promise you those are 2 key components. So get things listed. Start taking offers. Guys, if you're within a couple bucks, if you are just turning a profit, start taking offers. Your store is snoring, and now is the time to break even. Now is the time to make only $5 profit. Now is the time to get rid of that stale inventory and be thankful someone's making an offer on a store you haven't listed anything in like 2 weeks. Am I right? Like, I'm just being a realist. A very nice comment on one of my last videos was that she appreciated my candor, and I just think that honesty is the best policy. I'm not here to sugarcoat it for you guys. I am here to tell you that you can do this, and this is how. So in addition to listing a lot of items, promoting your listings, revise your list price and go in and start making buyer's offers. There's two different ways on eBay that you can make buyer's offers, and you don't get to choose the items that you make offers on. eBay chooses those based on the number of watchers and based on the last time I think that you made offers. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think those are the two key deciding factors on what items you can make offers on. On the mobile app, it is underselling, like the same page that has like your 90-day totals and everything. It'll say 33 available to make offers. And if you use your mobile app, then you have to make each offer individually, very Poshmark style. If you get on your computer, you can see that you have 33 to make offers, and you can go in and offer every single person, every single item 10% off, which is probably about what I would do anyway. And I think that that's the minimum that you can offer is 10% off. So you can do everything at one time, you guys. Again, time needs to be on your side because you're trying to wake this store up. So go in and make offers. Another good thing that you can do is go into your active listings. Again, I like to do this on the computer. Go into your active listings, sort by highest priced item or most watchers, and start reducing those prices. I have a jacket right now that has like 30 watchers on it. It's only a $22 jacket. And like, if 30 people are watching this, why isn't one person offering on it? So I reduced it, 19 bucks. All right, I am trying to get this stuff sold. If it's in the it's in the forefront of that many people's mind, there must be something wrong with my listing that someone's not pulling the trigger. So go in, sort by watchers, and start reducing or revising those listings in some ways. Make sure that those listings are getting offers sent out to buyers. Go in and see if there's anything that you haven't left feedback for a buyer on. I will admit that I'm not the best at leaving feedback immediately, and that is another activity that is going to trigger to eBay. Hey, Rachel's on eBay, she's still alive. Oh yeah, we should send buyers over to her store. So go in and look and see if there's any feedback that you haven't left. Any activity on eBay right now is good activity. Okay, so list, promote, make offers, revise listings, and guys, get your shipments done lightning fast. You know as well as I do, the second you start printing an eBay shipping label, someone buys something else. I rarely make it upstairs before something else is sold, and if I have time before the post office is going to send out the mail for the day, I'll run backstairs and include that order as well. Ship those orders out fast. Aim at shipping daily, but at least, you know, every 2 days, you need to be shipping the items. So I'm down here this morning. I'm going to start shipping the items because, guys, I have been doing these things that I am telling you about because like Angie Resells was just saying on one of her videos yesterday or the day before that a lot of times she doesn't take her own good advice. And I'm saying that not to throw her under the bus, but to say, same girl, yes. Sometimes it is so much easier to get on here and give you guys good advice and not take it myself. So the things that I'm telling you to do are the things I have been doing, and that is why, 100% why, I am mailing out 9 items today. I didn't have that, like I say, over the whole weekend, I think, because I haven't been listing. I have an order going down on Poshmark today as well, and that is because 2 or 3 times this week I have shared my closet, and a lot of the items that I listed over on eBay were clothing or shoes or high-end, and I cross-posted them over to Poshmark also. So Poshmark has received shares from me sharing my closet, and they have received new listings from me this week, and that is telling Poshmark again, hey, Rachel's still around, so let's push people over to her closet. So anyway, guys, let's see what the 9 items that I keep telling you about, let's see what people are actually buying. And I can tell you, of these 9 items, only 1 is something that I actually listed within the last week. Everything else was already sitting there. Everything else could have sold last week, but guys, it wasn't because I was not feeding eBay's algorithm. You can deny it if you want, and you can think that eBay is the type of beast that you just list it and forget it, and it is not. 100% you must be working eBay every single day. So in working eBay every single day, here's 8 stale things that sold, 1 new listing that sold via auction actually, and 1 thing that sold on Poshmark. All right, let's talk sales. The first item I want to tell you guys about are 4 restaurant wear mugs. That's an important keyword. I picked these up for 25 cents a piece. I liked the fleur-de-lis pattern, and that was also an important keyword because these sold to someone in New Orleans. So I believe that fleur-de-lis probably got these sold. On the bottom, you'll notice that they are Homer Laughlin, which is the artist, the designer, the creator around fiesta wear. So I have 4 more of these also. I spent $1 on this. These sold for $35.50 plus $10 shipping. So all in, let me go back and make sure that that number's right. Yes, $35.50 plus $10 shipping. $45.50 for these little mugs. I am not an advocate of picking up mugs unless they are really something special or you can lot them up together like this. No doubt that I can ship this for less than $10. So to turn my dollar into 35, minus fees and things, of course, all day long. The next item that I want to talk to you guys about, I actually bought at a yard sale. You know, we haven't had a lot of yard sales yet because of the weather, so I am chomping at the bit to go to yard sales. And I found this graphics card at a friend of mine's yard sale. Her husband is an online gamer and he streams on Twitch and things like this. They had these for $10. They had another one, and I don't know anything about graphics cards, so I looked these up immediately. One of them was only going for like 20 some odd dollars, but I noticed this one going usually at auction for around $60. I opened it up and I asked her, I said, did he ever even use this? She said, yes, he just keeps things in really pristine condition. So I was not worried about not testing this. I am sending this out. I started it up at an auction starting at $59. Let me make sure that I have that correct. There was only one bid, but that is about the going rate on this one, $59. Oh, it actually says two bids. So $59 plus $9 shipping on this. So $68 all in. I paid 10 bucks. The next item that I want to tell you guys about is this tiny little pen. Let me find it. It is really tiny. This tiny little pen. So this pen was in a Ziploc bag at one of my favorite little secondhand shops. It's not a thrift store. It's not really a flea market because it's just one vendor. I tell you guys all the time to look for signatures on metal. Not even just like fine metal, you know, 18K, 14K, things like this. But like this, for instance, says wall pen, W-A-H-L. You might find something that has like a signature Christian Dior on the jewelry. So always be looking on metals, not just on jewelry. When I was looking at this, I noticed that it said gold filled, made in USA. It's gold filled, it's vintage, there's a brand name, it's made in the USA. It was $1, you guys. I listed this pretty high, but I've had pretty limited interest in it. I finally negotiated with a buyer who was very serious about buying it at $61 plus shipping. The shipping that I charged on this was $7.50 to be able to mail this priority because I wanted insurance to be included in it. Is this light enough to go first class? Absolutely. I don't want to pay for or charge a buyer for first class and then pay the difference to make it priority. So I am going to insure this and protect it via priority and make sure that the buyer pays for that. There's nothing wrong with your buyer paying for shipping. The next item that I want to tell you guys about is a shirt dress thing that I have had listed every bit of at least a year. Maybe longer than that. Is is the brand. Will not pick it up again. If you do a lot on Poshmark, maybe a good brand to find new with tags. It's kind of a tunic, kind of a dress, kind of a, I'm not sure. I'm glad to see this thing go because it has been living here for quite some time. So when I got an offer for $14 for this, I know that I picked this up at like a quarter sale. $14 plus $4.80 shipping. Has been listed, had every reason to sell last week when I wasn't listing, but it didn't until I woke up my store. The next item that I want to tell you guys about is this adorable Rainbow Brite. I got this at a friend's yard sale. The same friend that I bought all the Cabbage Patch dolls from. Now this one didn't have the same type of return that the Cabbage Patches do. Look how cute she is though. Who doesn't love Rainbow Brite? She's seen better days. She has a shoelace in her hair. I photographed her and sold her cheaply, as is $6, you guys, and they paid more than that in shipping. They paid $9 shipping. So she's going to a new home. She didn't get thrown out. She doesn't even have her little dress. So $6 plus $9 shipping. I will make a little bit on that. I think, I want to say Leslie sold me that for like $1 or something. So it is headed to Minneapolis, Minnesota. The next item, I cannot believe I have such a hard time selling these hats. About, again, a year and a half ago or longer, I bought a bunch of these trucker hats, and this one is Swingster brand, and I can't give them away. You guys, this one finally sold. You would think, I don't know, I would think that this is a $30 hat. Apparently I did. I'm pretty sure that I was trying to sell it for that for a long time. Looks like this is going GSP, which is eBay's global shipping program. If you're not familiar, definitely sign up, because the only thing I have to do is to mail this to Kentucky. Once it gets there, eBay takes care of everything to ensure that this gets to the person person that bought it. $15 plus $4.80 shipping with damage inside. When you buy these old hats, oftentimes they are peeling inside, and you can see there's lots of peeling in this one. It has been just listed and sitting for a while, so I might shake out a little bit of this powder, but I definitely did note that in the listing. I wanted people to know, hey, this hat is not in perfect condition. Let me just go to my photos real quick and show you where I showed, can you see that? Where I showed, hey, this hat is definitely peeling inside. And I showed multiple photos of that. I don't want someone to get this and not know. And then I also noted it in the listing. I said foam is dried and falling out. See photos. I can remove this if you prefer some discoloration or staining. So they just needed to message me if they wanted me to remove that. So I'll probably just shake out a little bit of the extra dust and send this thing on its way to Kentucky. $15 plus $4.80 shipping. I paid $1. It has set way longer than I ever wanted it to, so I am happy that it is leaving. This next item was in an auction box. You know, I like to buy boxes of things at auctions for one thing and then just get surprised by what's in the bottom. It's like buying your very own mystery box. So this is an antique English pewter half pint tankard mug. Sheffield is the marking. Somewhere on this it says Sheffield. And let's see, this sold and is headed to Madison, Alabama for $20. I took a best offer on this, $20 plus $5 shipping for this tiny little mug that came free basically to me in a box of things that I was buying because I wanted something else. This next item I bought probably 3 or 4 years ago, but my son confiscated it, so I only got to list it within the last month. How adorable is this? From 1961, wooden base. It does say 50 cents on the bottom of it. It has other marker. This is not in perfect condition. His little eyes still move. How adorable is that? If that doesn't make you think about Toy Story, I don't know. You didn't grow up in my time period. This thing is adorable. It does not have the stickers here, so I was definitely at the bottom of the prices on this because mine had some issues. So I offered free shipping and sold it for $14.89. You saw I paid 50 cents for it. My son got to play with it. I got to relive some childhood memories about it and made a profit as well. So that'll probably go first class shipping. While I was boxing this up, I literally turned off the camera and went to go grab these items, and you guys, guess what already sold? I hope you watched my last video. If you did, you saw me pick these up. I also talked about them over on Instagram and even showed you guys how to get Sharpie off the bottom of shoes. This pair of Tieks that I picked up for $3 2 days ago just sold. I took a best offer. I priced these at $109 plus $8 shipping, which was on the high side. Tieks are very desirable. I have no reason to come in low at the bottom. These take up no space in my inventory. I'm a long tail seller anyway. I just showed you guys some things that I've had for a couple years, so why would I mind holding on to these for a bit? But I also listed them for $110 over on Poshmark. So if I had taken that, I feel like I would have been at the same price that of what this lady offered me over on eBay. She offered me $90 plus $8 shipping. These are the only ones listed in this size, in this color that I could find on eBay. Cobalt blue in a size 8, but in researching the ones that have recently sold, $75, $89, $96, a $90 offer within 48 hours of listing them. Guys, that's great for me. I have no problem selling these. They're headed to Las Vegas, so $98 the buyer is all in on some shoes I picked up 2 days ago for $3. I have this other pair that is not going to go for that. These I have listed at $149 because they're midnight blue, which is a very desirable color. So these have not sold yet, but when you buy Tieks, when you buy Rothy's, when you buy Allbirds, this is Allbird, be sure that you take the time to research the color, because retired colors or highly sought after colors will go for more. And there are some unicorn colors, like there's a prismatic or ultraviolet blue that sold for $700. There's midnight blue that is like this but sparkly, and it was a Black Friday only special, and that one will go for like $300. So not all Tieks are the same. $90 shoes, hopefully more of $130, $140, but I have it listed at $149 right now. I would take a $130 offer on these. If you want to make me a $130 offer. Anyway, know your shoes, know the colors, and what you're really buying. whenever you source and whenever you list. The last item sold over on Poshmark. It was part of a retail arbitrage. This is obviously pretty designer inspired. It's not counterfeit. I'm not interested in selling anything counterfeit, but it's definitely designer inspired. Interlocking CC from Walmart, and my Walmart had clearance these out to $1. This is a beautiful mustard yellow. Size is small, medium, and the buyer on Poshmark spent $10 on this, which nets me $7.05. And they also, in addition to that, paid the $7 some odd, dollars in change in shipping. So she's all in at like $17 on this belt that definitely could have picked up at Walmart for less than that. But that's just because of shipping. I'm selling it to her at a price that was cheaper than what Walmart's was, obviously. $10 nets me $7.05. I just got another offer, a counter offer. I'm telling you guys, I have woke my store up. These baby bottle, well, they're like, it's breast milk collection bottles. Medela is the brand. I paid 50 cents a piece for 7 of them. So I'm in at $3.50. I have them at free shipping, $22.95 free shipping. They offered me $15. They're trending at $24.65. I came back, I think, at like $18, just asking for $3 more. They came back again at 15, so they didn't just walk away. Oftentimes we'll be like, why didn't you just counter offer one more time? Maybe I would have taken that, and you feel greedy because they just walk away after your counter offer. They did come back with their original offer again, $15. After selling the shoes just now, I'm kind of just like, what's an extra $3? But I will barely be doubling my money on those. I don't know. You guys let me know. Should I take the $15 offer? They trend at $25. I paid 50 cents a piece. I paid $3.50, but I'm offering them with free shipping. All right, I have all of my orders ready to be packaged so that I can get them to the post office. Post office mail goes out in 18 minutes, so I am clearly not going to make that cutoff today, but they are at least going to be dropped off at my post office today. Guys, if you want your store to go from crickets to I can barely keep up, how am I going to get all this done in time, then implement these 3 tips that I've given you in this video. Okay guys, stuff will not stop selling. I had kind of a hard time packaging up a few of those orders. By the time I get them packaged up and get in there and start making my shipping labels, something else has sold. This is a good problem to have. Just sold this belt, this leather belt that says Glenn on it, for $39.99 plus shipping. So I'll package this up real quick too. 3-step process, guys. Get it done. So let's go over them one more time. Number 1, take responsibility. You're the one that put your store to sleep. Number 2, change your mindset. There's something that you can do about it, and get that positive mindset that you need to be an entrepreneur, because guys, you cannot walk around as your own boss in doom and gloom. You have to be looking forward to things to be an entrepreneur. And number 3, take action. List, 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 promote, revise your listings, make offers, get things shipped out, anything you can, leave feedback, but take action on the app, most important of which is listing. And I know that while you weren't listing things over the last week or 2, you were probably sourcing, so you probably have things to list. I thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope that it helps you. Comment below and let me know if your store is asleep and you want some accountability and you just want to be like, you know what? I put my store to sleep and I'm waking it up this week. And when you put out those positive vibes and you put out that energy, then I feel like you are just more apt, like you're getting yourself pumped up. Be your own cheerleader, be your own boss. God bless you guys. And remember this week, treat your business like your business.